Sociocultural learning is based on the work of Lev Vygotsky, who theorized that human culture and nature were intertwined.
Huh? I don't get it. Alright, let's try that again. Meet Steve. Steve can do a lot of things by himself, like use a computer to play video games or feed his cat Mittens. There are also things that Steve is really good at, and he likes to help his sister Michelle with these things. They read together, and Steve can often explain words she doesn't know yet in ways that Michelle can understand. They also do puzzles together, where Steve can understand how the pieces fit together and can show Michelle how to do the same. Other things like baking, Steve needs a bit of help. He understands you need to put different ingredients in, but not how much or in what order. So his mom helps him use the right ingredients and technique. With her help and some practice, Steve is eventually able to bake on his own. When an individual like Steve learns from the expertise and guidance of others, he can expand his knowledge base. These things are just out of reach, but through the guidance of someone more experienced, he can learn new things. These things are in his zone of proximal development. However, there are some things outside of Steve's zone of proximal development he just can't do. For example, Steve has mastered addition. Based on his skill set and a little instruction from Mr. Smith, he can understand simple multiplication. But if Mr. Smith tried to teach Steve calculus, he wouldn't be able to do it because Steve doesn't have the necessary background. Multiplication is in Steve's zone of proximal development, calculus is not. Mr. Smith likes to incorporate sociocultural learning into his classroom. Due to this, his classroom looks a bit different than what parents and students are used to. He groups students so they can work socially, combining more and less competent classmates, and collects a portfolio of each student's accomplishments to assess them. This works to create engaged students.
Created using Powtoon.